I love a great steak. And you know what? There's probably no one on this planet better than me to show you how to cook one, which is what I'm going to do. But not only will I show you how to make a great steak, I'll show you how to put together a great sauce to go on top of it afterwards. What we start with is Australian grass-fed beef, and this is a lovely piece of rump that I got from my local butcher. To make it tasty, we need salt. Plenty of salt on it because salt loves meat and meat loves salt. You put plenty on that side and then you just turn it over and put salt on the other side. It's the salt that brings out the flavour and makes your steak delicious, so do not skimp on the salt. We also love putting pepper on our steak as well, so make sure you put plenty of freshly cracked black pepper on both sides of it. Now, to help that steak get the heat into it from the pan, I like to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil all over it. Not too much and not too little. About a tablespoon is what you need. Now, the trick here is to make sure that you turn the steak around a few times so it's well and truly coated in that oil. That'll help to transfer the heat. Now, you make sure you buy the best steak you can afford and go see your butcher, because the better the steak, the better it's going to taste. Now, I've got my pan nice and hot, and that's really important because I want lots of sizzle and I want to sear the outside of that steak. When I put it in the pan, you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. There's going to be lots of smoke going on and lots of searing action going on. What I like to do is pop it into the pan for about a minute, turn it over after a minute, and then keep turning it until I get the right temperature. I check it by touching it with my finger, but I like it medium rare. So if you have a digital thermometer, get it to 38 degrees Celsius and it will be bang on. You can see that seared on this side, so it's a matter of picking it up like that and searing the other side. Nice and golden brown. That colour is what I'm looking for. I'll do this a few more times by turning it over and I'll get my sauce ready to go. Have a look at the steak. It's cooked beautifully. Now I'll turn the heat down and take the steak out. It's really important when you cook a steak that you let it rest nice and evenly. If you cut into it, all the juices will flow out of it. Now I'm going to add some shallots to the pan because I want to start flavouring it up. I want to build up the flavour of the sauce. Now I turn it down nice and low because I'm putting some butter in here. I want to get some sizzle action going into the pan. Now you can see that's quite hot. And by stirring that around, I'm starting to pick up all the flavour of the steak juices in the pan here, and it's browning off beautifully. Now at this stage, I'll add the peppercorns to it because I want a really strong peppercorn sauce. Green peppercorns go in there, and I stir that around just to get the flavour in here. Now to make it even tastier, I'll add some brandy. If you do add brandy to your pan, be careful because you'll get a bit of a flame off the top of it like that. There we go, a little bit of flame comes off there, and it reduces down. And some red wine, just a tiny bit of red wine in there, and I just reduce that down a tiny little bit. And it's a perfect time to add my cream. I'm using cooking cream because it heats really well. It's less likely to split and perfect for dishes like this. And it's just a matter of stirring that around till that sauce comes together beautifully. You can see it's already come to the boil and it's already thickened up. At this stage, I like to finish my sauce off with plenty of chopped herbs. Chives and parsley, it's all you need. Stir that around just a little bit and a little bit of a splush. Make sure you don't splash yourself. Just make sure it's together. And then it's a matter of just pouring the sauce over the top of the steak like that. Look at that, nice and thick and creamy, plenty of flavour in there and plenty of peppercorns. That steak looks fantastic and the sauce is perfect to go with it. What a cracker of a dish.